And David, with that fresh coating of snow, looks like we have a great weekend ahead to go snowmobiling, skiing, whatever you'd like.
Exactly. Just the only thing about snowmobiling, you got to watch out. It hasn't been that cold, so some of the rivers, some of the streams,
yes,
you drive over to some of those little streams, they're not frozen.
Yeah.
So it's kind of dangerous out there, especially the lakes. So just be careful out there if you're getting on your sled and just go have some fun. That's like my best advice to you. And here's what's going on right now. It's definitely cold out there across northern portions of the state. 16 degrees in Caribou, Millinocket at 22 degrees, Calais at 23, Bar Harbor 24, Wiscasset 25, Portland at 27, Freiburg at 26, Berlin 22, and 29 in Portsmouth. We have a fresh fallen snow, so the skies will clear a little bit overnight tonight. We have a light breeze, so I think temperatures are going to drop into the teens for lows tonight. So tomorrow morning, definitely going to need to bundle up. Wind out of the north, that's making it feel a little bit cooler as well. So definitely a little bit of a wind chill factor out there right now. A trough over the northeast. We say goodbye to the storm that just brought us a few inches of snow across the area, just about 6 inches on average everywhere. High pressure to the north. That's going to briefly break into our neck of the woods, and then we're watching a storm system that's out towards the southern states, and that's going to be moving in. That's going to bring some more snow as we go into Sunday night into Monday, even some rain along the coastline. We'll get to that in a second. A few of these snow showers and flurries may make it into Washington County, but for the most part, a couple of stray flurries down towards the south and western portions of the state. But I think everything's starting to dry out as high pressure builds in, expecting some drier air overnight. So overnight tonight, again, temperatures dropping into the single digits along the Canadian border, mostly in the teens down towards the south to around 20 along the coastline. So tomorrow morning, chilly morning, definitely as you're stepping out there outside. If you're heading skiing, definitely want to bundle up. And I think during the day, the temperatures will be mostly closer to 30 degrees by the afternoon, as the map shows right here, with some sunshine around, a couple of clouds, maybe a stray mountain flurry. But for the most part, tomorrow looks fantastic if you have any outdoor activities. Say if you're going to jump on your sled. Tomorrow evening, temperatures drop back into the teens, single digits far north. And tomorrow night promises to be another cold night with mostly clear skies. Temperatures even dropping into the single digits across northern portions of the state, maybe even dip below zero once again. So high temperatures on Sunday in the 20s north and in the mid 30s down towards the coast and towards the south, closer to 40, and that's what we're expecting. Sunday afternoon, we're watching this system moving out of the deep south, and that's going to find itself off the coast of New England. Now, the exact track is yet to be determined. If it takes a more southerly track, we could have that snow, that colder air hold on just a little bit longer, and we'll see snow shield a little bit closer to the coast. But I think inland locations, the mountains and the foothills, you're going to see a decent snowfall out of this particular system. But I think along the coastline, that's where we're expecting a rain snow line. Another thing to note, we could have some localized coastal flooding. We have an astronomical high tide on Monday, Sunday, Monday, and into Tuesday. So we could see some issues along the coastline, especially during the high tide on Monday morning towards the early afternoon. I think high tide in Portland's around 11 o'clock. Have to double check that, but just around that time, we'll have to watch that. So something to be concerned about. As far as snow totals, inland we're expecting 6 to 10 inches over the higher terrain, and as you get closer to the coast, about 3 to 6 inches, and along the coastline, 1 to 3 inches. That's the wild card, because we really don't have cold air banked to the north like we normally do with the normal system. Most of the time when you have these nor'easters moving into the area, you have some cold air banked, and that kind of keeps that cold air even along the coastline and allows that to stay snow. So right now we're watching that. It's going to be a fine line. We're going to have to fine tune that. So you're going to have to check in with Aaron tomorrow morning and as Jason tomorrow night just to see what the computer models are suggesting and what our ideas are looking like as far as snowfall. But for the most part, in the locations, I think you're going to see some decent snowfalls. Marine forecast 4 to 6 feet. Tomorrow sees north-northwest wind gusting up to 25 knots, and that will diminish in the afternoon. Small craft advisory goes through tomorrow evening. By the way, ski report, there it is right there. Doesn't look too bad to do some skiing out there. Temperatures in the 20s tomorrow, partly cloudy, and it should be mostly dry on Sunday with snow arriving late in the day. Temperatures either side of 30. Here's your 7-day forecast. We do it again on Wednesday. Tuesday looks pretty decent, but then after that storm leaves on Monday, we're watching another one on Wednesday into Thursday. And you know, even further than that, next weekend, we have another something else that might be coming down the pike. So it's a very busy, active pattern. Not a lot of cold air, but just enough cold air to support some snow.
All right.
Yeah.
Try to keep up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, David.
Enjoy your weekend.